Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. I'm your Master Cosmologist here with your energy forecast for the day. I am going to dive right into the cards because there's so much going on. I feel like if I just tried to explain it from a mental perspective, it would be overwhelming and it would be a really long video. Let's see what the cards want to bring up and we'll go from there. Today I am working with Every Little Thing You Do is Magic Tarot, as well as the Shamanic Oracle. And let's see, we want to go with the Shamanic card first, I'm hearing. This is a really, really beautiful deck. I highly recommend it. The art is fantastic, especially if you are into shamanic work as I am. We've got humility. I am an apprentice on the path, number 35. What I like about this card is it is an elder. And at the same time, it mentions the word apprentice. What I'm getting from this is the juxtaposition or the two different ends of a spectrum that you might be feeling right now. You might be feeling like a subject matter expert or a master in your field, or that you have put in the time to hone your craft, and then at the same time feel like you're being pushed uncomfortably into something brand new or an area that you'd rather not go. We have Jupiter stationed retrograde right now, and the action of Jupiter retrograde at 15 degrees of Cancer is, well, first of all, it's who let the dogs out, Joopy Joop. If we want to answer this age-old question, we've got the answer today. It's Jupiter. Jupiter let the dogs out. Jupiter is stationed retrograde on top of the fixed star Sirius, Sirius being Canis Major, the dog star. Jupiter's letting the dogs out. And by letting the dogs out, I mean from being tamed and groomed to become wolves. The release, when Jupiter goes direct, the expansion is going to be feral, wild, uncaged, untamed, ungroomed. So how are we wrapping this back into the humility card? See, I knew I was going to be able to go off on tangents here. Let's stick to the cards because I could take you guys on a really big string of tangents right now. Okay, go back to the humility aspect. There's going to be a great sense of fear, even who am I to do such a thing? A sense of self-depreciation coming up, especially with Uranus in Taurus at the tail end, heading into the Pleiades. This humility, though, I feel like it's not about being humble. It's more of an internal acceptance of, even in your mastery, even in your brilliance, even in your genius, even in all of your wonder and specialness, you're still going to have failures. You're going to have haters. You're going to put stuff out there and it's going to flop. It's that kind of humility inside where a whole heck of a lot of us need to embrace being a beginner again, not in the truest sense of being a beginner starting from scratch, but releasing the parts of ourselves and letting them relax that would prevent us from trying something new or trying something again in a different manner. You will always be an apprentice on the path. Otherwise, you'd be bored to death. So it's saying do the thing anyway. Get over your fears, get over your ego, get over your bullshit, get over whatever is holding you back and just try the ding-ding thing. I'll come back around to Jupiter since it's coming up in my consciousness again. Jupiter here is one, feeling at peace, especially around how others make you feel. But it is also, well, it's opposed Vega right now, which is a big deal. It's funny. I keep getting called to just talk about the cards. Okay. It's like, don't go off on tangents. So there's obviously something here about going off on tangents today. Going off on a tangent is keeping you from sticking to your path. It's like a side quest. It's a way to distract yourself. It's a way to veer. It's a way to procrastinate. There we go. That's a really good Pisces word, procrastinate. The sun's at 20 degrees of Pisces today. That has a lot to do with spiritual purging and spiritual cleansing, where you can release some of the things that have held you back for lifetime after lifetime after lifetime. I think a lot of these bruises, some of these things that hold us back and prevent us from doing the big things that we know we ought to be doing, come from these past life failures and these past life regrets. So you can actually wash that slate clean today. I have a bowl outside presently with camellias in the sun, a big huge punch bowl full of water and full of beautiful pink camellia blossoms, and I'm preparing a solar floral bath and going to do Olympia. It's a shamanic practice of doing an herbal bath. You might want to do the same thing. Forsythia are in bloom presently around here, should be in most of the country. That's a wonderful addition to a floral bath. Anything that you find that's not toxic, like don't go throw daffodils in your spiritual bath water. But yeah, something like that might be really cleansing and purifying to help you shed and release what's holding you back. Let's go with a tarot card today. I saw the 9 of Swords at the bottom of the deck, and I'm not going to take it, but I'm going to mention it because it's a different kind of 9 of Swords. It is a tiger and it is roaring. And the way that imagery comes across to me is the release from the 8 of Swords, triumph and pride and roaring. Like, who let the dogs out? Here we go. We're coming back around. Who let the dogs out? Once you let those dogs out, they remember that they're wolves and they're like, oh, damn. Yeah, I got to act accordingly, right? So no longer that self-imprisonment of the 8 of Swords. We transmute the 9 of Swords into an empowerment card, an empowerment archetype of I triumph over all of my fears, all of my anxieties, all of the depression, all of the nightmares, all of the things that have suppressed me and held me down. And I broke out of my own prison. I broke out of the cage, and I am a wild beast, and you don't want to F with me. That's my new perception of the 8 of Swords to the 9 of Swords. I feel like that's the way all of the archetypes are behaving right now, is you got to give them new meanings for your present moment. I've got the Champion of Cups, which is the Knight of Cups in this deck. What I'm getting from this is you have to get flowing. You have to get going. Uranus is at 27 degrees of Taurus. And that's like feeling like you have the runs. Shit's about to hit the fan when Uranus goes to 28 degrees of Taurus. And you're going to see it in your external reality. You're going to see it in the world. It's going to be like you want to duck and hide. Like, the shit's going to hit the fan and it's going to be flinging everywhere. You might see some things break down in your own life, in your personal life. And they're there kind of to test your ability to go with the flow and to not get shaken. This Champion of Cups is about getting things moving, big things that you've been procrastinating. It's like a constipated energy, and an enema's coming in there. Uranus coming through the last degrees of Uranus is kind of like an enema, to be kind of crude and direct, but it really is. It's like, get that shit out of your life, get that shit out of your way, get that shit out of your mind, get that shit out of your body. Just get rid of the shit. So that when shit does hit the fan, it's not going to hit you so hard. You know, you don't want to have any of that in your experience. You want to release it and let it go, so that when that energy truly does start clearing through that territory, you're not going to be hit so hard. It won't be so shitty. It won't be so nasty. It won't be so ugly. You'll still have to face some shit. I've got the 8 of Cups. So all of the cards are kind of now being a little bit redundant, you know. It's let these go. Mourn. Whatever is holding you back, whatever you need to say your goodbyes to, you know, write a letter to it, burn it, send it off, donate it, take it to the dump, whatever you have to do, ritualistically or unceremoniously. You know, you can do it rather unceremoniously at this point. Be like, discard, discard, discard. I don't need you anymore. I'm to go with another oracle card here. Cosmic Whispers. I am open to receiving invisible gifts. So this here is acting like clutter, and it is an encumbrance. It is blocking new things that want to be brought in. The continued how do I want to put this? Continuing to do the same old shit is blocking. It's preventing new things from coming in. We have the moon in Sagittarius right now. It wants to deliver some new things to you, but you have to let go of the old. You have to discard it completely. One more card. 10 of Wands. Leave what's heavy. Leave what's heavy. Drop it and go. I am taken to the storm clouds in the background where he's moving out of the storm. He's moving away from the shit storm. But these are acting as dead weight. Whatever these things are in your life, this dead weight, you need to release it and drop it so that you can have lift, levity, flight, the ability to soar and move like a swift. I heard a swift. A swift is a very fast flying bird. It wouldn't get caught up in the shit storm because it moves so fast. That's literally the next 9 days of the end of Pisces. Release it, let it go. That way, when the sun goes into Aries, you are light as a feather. You are unencumbered. You can flow. You can shuck and jive and be ready for that brand new fiery energy that you're about to experience. I hope this message was helpful, and I will see you all soon. Bye.